JUGGERNAUT Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the 2021 Hasbro Marvel Legends binary. She comes in the standard Marvel Legends box, comic book art on the side and on the back. The same art is on the other side as well. Here is a short read up on the back. Unboxing binary. The cardboard background behind her is all yellow, featuring her head looking up. It is a blow up of the same comic book art of the box. She comes with a pair of alternate hands and two pairs of fire effects. Here we have binary out of the packaging. Predominantly her body is made out of red plastic along with the head. In terms of details, the most detailed part is this head piece here, her hair. It's supposed to be like a bursting star. So the sculpt work here is, you can see there's like red streaks there, and you can see like from the back you can see the lines there on the orange. Hasbro really does a good job in terms of this flaming effect, how they mastered the red parts here blending with the orange and yellow. It really looks good on the figure. This part came out as bended when it came out of the plastic packaging, so that's okay. So in terms of the face, she is all red plastic face with some white eyes and some black eyebrow here. Her lips are also painted a little bit different color of red, like glossy red, just to make it stand out a bit. In terms of her costume, this is all painted. There's nothing sculpted on her costume. Like the flames here are painted, and they didn't really do a good job in terms of painting this. It wasn't really that clean, as you can see, as the orange and yellows overlap, and also the white paint down here isn't that clean as well. I found her upper body also dirty, like the white is a bit dirty. I'm not sure, I'll probably try to clean it up. And you can see here that the white paint isn't that clean, isn't that smooth. Like there's some fading parts here and over her waist as well. In terms of her supposedly boots, this should have been a sculpted piece. Like in the comic books, it was like a boots. This is the end of her boots, and this is the end of their gloves. But you can see that there is some bad paint chip here. Also there, the paint job on this particular figure that I got is really not that good, considering there's only a few colors involved here, which is the white paint here, the yellow, and the orange. And for some reason it's not painted really well. As you can see, there's some kind of scuff mark or some bad paint there. Yep, it's nothing much on the legs and the feet. So we have binary. Binary and Miss Marvel is the same person. She is Carol Danvers. In a battle with a power-absorbing mutant rogue, Carol Danvers lost her powers, and she was left with her augmented genetic structure. Despite of having no powers, she became a X-Men ally and joined them in several missions. In Uncanny X-Men number 163, the Brute scientists experimented on Carol Danvers. They are able to modify her form, but she has a very strong psychic resistance. The experiments failed because Carol has a hybrid gene of human and Kree. Wolverine managed to set her free and they all escaped. In Uncanny X-Men number 164, The spaceship of the X-Men with Lilandra and Carol got hit very bad by the Brood, who was trying to catch them after they escaped. Kitty volunteered to fix the damage since she can phase through matter easily. As Kitty was trying to fix the spaceship, she got hurt. The Brood continued to fire away on their heavily damaged ship. Carol started to feel something strange inside of her, which she believes to be a product of the Brood experimenting on her. The untapped potential was unlocked. Like a star, she can now generate heat, light across the spectrum. She helped power their spaceship and they escaped the Brood. As now binary, she is now a mutant and Colossus invited her to be part of the X-Men back in Earth. She politely declined because her heart's desire is always to explore space. Wolverine told the team that the Brood planted an egg in each one of them. When the egg hatches, they will be transformed into a Brood. Fueled with anger, Carol Danvers, binary, blasts off to extract vengeance on the Brood. Here we have binary beside the Age of Apocalypse rogue. You can see here that their body mold, their upper torso is exactly the same. When we flip over to the back, it may seem that Rogue has only one peg hole on the back and Binary has two. They are on the exact spot. Near the neck, Binary has this hole and the same for Rogue. It actually holds this collar piece which can be pegged inside that hole. So here we can see how clearly they are the same in terms of body mold. Straight out of the packaging, she comes with open palm hands. Her alternate hands are a pair of closed fist hands. This same closed fist hands are used for this flame effect here. I realized that you can just plug it in to her closed fist hands. I really wasn't sure at first, but you can see the shape of the fist and you can plug it in her closed fist hands. Another pair of accessories she comes with is flame effects, which you can clip onto her hands. We've seen this flame effect several times, especially with Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and some psychic effects for the Stepford Cuckoos. So it's the same thing here. So you can peg it or you can clip it on the legs as well, just to add a little bit more, like a different use for the flame effects. Comparing the effect pieces with her hair, the piece that closely resembles the paint that was done on her hair is this swirly effects, wherein you can see there's a part of red and yellow and orange. Unlike this one, it's just orange. There isn't much red. I think there is. It looks like it has red, but it's just because of the light. But well, that's the purpose of it. Since it's translucent, it can reflect the light around it. The action figure is 15.2 cm or 6 inch tall to the top of her head. However, when we measure up to her hair, which is standing up, she will be 6.7 inch tall. In terms of her actual height in the comic books, she is 5 feet 11 inch. Here are some Marvel Legends size comparisons beginning with Wolverine and Baron Zemo. Next we have Shadowcat and the Target exclusive Retro Rogue action figure. Here we have Marvel Select PSYLOCKE and SABRETOOTH, which are 7 inch scale figures. And here we have Marvel Select Colossus and Juggernaut 7 inch scale figures as well. A quick shout out to Payaso Dioramas, who made the IKEA D-top diorama I am using as a background in most of my reviews. They have new IKEA D-top dioramas in stock. Just contact them via Facebook I will leave a link to their Facebook on the description below. In terms of her head is a ball peg on a hinge, which is common for female Marvel Legends. Returning back her head, simply put it on. She can look from side to side. She can look down easily, staring down her opponents, but she cannot look up that much for flight poses because of her hair. Her arms can extend that far. She can do a full 360 with some hindrance from her hair. She has single jointed elbows. Her wrist can swivel and hinge forwards and back. She has a swivel here on the torso. She doesn't have a waist swivel. She can do a split, not that much. She can kick that far. She has an upper thigh swivel right here. She has double jointed knees. She can kick this far. Her feet can hinge forward and back, and she has an ankle rocker. Carol Danvers as binary is not that popular compared to her being Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel in the comic books. However, we are lucky that Hasbro took a chance to create an action figure based on a comic book character which appeared less than 100 times in the comic books. In terms of costume details, this action figure is mostly a repaint. In the comic books, the gloves and the boots are supposed to be in flames. The head sculpt, however, is excellent. It looks like a burning star, especially with the colors and the translucent plastic used. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.